Hello, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's good to have you guys back. Thanks for being there. At least even when I was not there, you guys were just checking up. Thanks for those that checked up on me. I appreciate each and every one of you. So today the plan is pretty simple. Hello, BK. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So the plan is pretty simple, guys. This is what we are doing today. Okay. So if it passes this, anything outside this formation, I'm not going to take it. Even if NYSE opens, I'm not going to take it. Okay. So of course, the illustration of these setups, it's quite very simple. Okay, if we have a breakout of any range, and after the breakout, this particular candle is left behind, so it simply means that the next candle is going to behave this way. There is about 70% chance that the next candle is going to behave this way. Okay, so that being said, uh, talking about onion play, or do I call it bearish and bullish forces? Uh, if you begin to see this kind of forces, this kind of candles forming, it means that the price is actually forming some sort of forces that is actually going to explode in this manner, right? So for this weak fill, if we are able to catch this movement from start to finish, then we're done for the day. And for the onion play, which is the forces, if we are able to actually grab this sort of move right here, it means we're done for the day. I mean, what else are we waiting for, right? So it makes sense if we just focus on this. At least there is a huge possibility that we're going to see these setups at least once a day, and we can take advantage of them, accordingly. Then for any trade we've taken, we need to start today to journal the trades on this, to enter the trades on this journal, so that we can have good visibility of the trades that are profitable and the ones that are not profitable. Okay, so we can make reference to them at any point in time to determine if we are actually profitable using a particular setup or not. Okay, so this is actually how I want us to run our stuffs moving forward. So without wasting much time, so let's actually move forward to uh NAS is already, I think, analyzed, but then I can actually do some little bit of adjustment right here, whereby I can actually hope for buys right above here, right? Initially, I have some sort of line at this level, which I know is a very important level. See, I know this actually is a very important level. So I have my line around here. The break of the breakout above here, above this line, and of course closure above it, and of course, yeah, from my analysis, you're going to understand that I talked about price getting to these levels, right? Price getting to these levels, right? So these levels are the levels where I'm expecting this candle to reach and then reverse. Okay, so if it doesn't do that, there's nothing I'm going to do. I'm just going to wait for a nice setup to come. Okay, so if you look at this setup right here, this kind of setup, this bearish force is actually starting to form here. Okay, you can see it's obviously forming, right? If you understand what this means, look at 30 minutes, right? 30 minutes, you can see we have good setup here. This is what we have happening. There's no doubt. This is what we have happening in 30 minutes. So there's no doubt about this. Okay, it must not be it must not play out exactly the same way this has played out. You can see this is similar, right, to what we have there. So if you got into this trade, if you actually looked at my setup, you must be in this trade by now. But then for me, I prefer not to take a trade against what I call the trend, right? The market trend. Okay, so for me, I didn't take this trade. I saw it even from here. I saw this, and I saw this happening, but I didn't take it, right? Why didn't I take this trade? Because if you go to a weekly time frame, you're going to see clearly that weekly ended the previous week in a very nice, bullish structure. Okay, so it makes sense to assume that the weekly time frame, right, is trying to play this, is trying to do this week fill. That's going to be a week. Okay, this is what we're expecting to happen in weekly time frame. Okay, so this is actually where I'm going to get in, because this is what I call high probability trade. This is high probability trade whereby I have weekly. I know that weekly controls every other pair here. Seeing this week here, I know that there are chances that this week are going to be filled either today or tomorrow. So I would rather not take a trade today and take a trade tomorrow than to intentionally go against the trend. Okay, and then looking at daily time frame, you're going to see a lot of complication. Do I call it how do I what's exact how exact what do I use here? This is some sort of the opposite of what's happening in daily in weekly time frame. But then for the fact that weekly time frame predominantly controls daily, I'm just going to stick with what I have in weekly, unless this low is broken. Whatever I have in weekly, I'm going to stick to that unless this low is broken. If I have this low broken, break by today's candle or tomorrow's candle, then I'm going to then change my bias for at least for a short time. Okay, for short time sake, I'm going to change my bias. Okay, because of the break that's going to happen. Okay, so having said that, we go to 4 hours. You can see clearly 4 hours is doing something awesome here. What do I mean? This our setup, of course, something this sort of setup is beginning to to form here, but then it was stopped by this candle that went to break above here, above the most recent high. And then looking at what actually happened here, I could say that price is actually coming to retest this area like I have promised that it's going to do, and then it's going to shoot up again. Even though the 4 hours we have only 3 minutes to go, there is huge possibility that the next candle is going to open and keep going up. We don't know. I mean, I don't control the market. I just take advantage, right? But then I'm confident that it's going to be bullish today because the previous 4 hours has broken these whole highs. It has broken this high, and this high. So I have very good confidence that price is going to keep going up. Okay, that is actually my what I have today. I don't think I'm going to take any sales today unless I see this low broken. If I get this low to break, then I can actually be comfortable to take some sales from 12320 until 12363, and that's it. I mean, I don't these days I don't feel like taking unnecessary risk. Okay, so that is it on NAS. Let me quickly go over Euro USD, because it's actually some nice pair to for with aligned to add to our watch list. So let's quickly remove this what I have here. I'm going to put them back later for my personal trading. So right here from weekly, you can see similar guys. I believe you guys understand every single thing I've said. You can see similar characteristics of NAS. Something I said that's going to happen in NAS. You can see the same thing, something similar has happened here. Okay, we just have from this level to this level for that setup to complete, and that setup I'm talking about is weak fill. This is weak fill, and it has actually played out here, right? So this plays out every single day, but we fail to acknowledge that, right? This is this candle closing, the weekly time frame closing as bullish, and then eventually, it has achieved at least some sort of 80 to 90%. Okay, let's be fair, 70% of its week fill. It has achieved it. So if I took this trade from perhaps from the flip of this candle until here, I'm done for the day. That's for approximately 49 pips. I'm done for the day. Okay, so this is something we should all look out for every day. It happens every single day, right? So for daily time frame, we have something very interesting here, and the high has been broken. You can see daily the high of previous day, which is on Friday, it has been broken. So it's telling us good, that's actually some good news for us. So because there is possibility that price is actually going to test this level and subsequently create some new high, recent high. Okay, so let's move to 4 hours and see if we can get a very nice interesting line. So let's take a line from here. You see it's aligned. So this is going to be our first level. Perhaps with the break of this high, perhaps it's going to cause price to get to this, the break of one. I mean that is 2685 is actually going to cause price to get to as high as 3080 and subsequently 3247. Of course, with enough force, it's going to most likely see 3656 and the 4172. So we don't know what's going to happen today, so let's just leave it at this. We don't want to go beyond this. Okay, so let's look at 1 hour. Let's see. Okay, let me just draw some levels here. Man, this is tough right here. Let's see. It's tough to determine actually what levels we have to join and what levels we don't have to join. Just tough. Okay, let's see. Now, yes, exactly. This I was hoping on catching this, guys. You see what happened here? This happening. This is my onion play. That is forces. This is forces happening here. Can you see forces? This is actually what happened here. Forces happened here. Did you see this? This is what I call force. This is force right here happening here. So this is the force happening. So we should always look out for this. This is force happening. It doesn't matter how long it is, but then if you are able to catch it, just grab it and then leave your trade on until the candle closes. If the candle closes, then you can close your trade. So it makes sense if we actually, if you want, I can show you, more examples of forces or weak fields. It's just everywhere. Forces and weak fields, they are just everywhere. Literally. Okay, so let's look at this. The break of this is going to prompt us to buy, and then of course we have to have some sort of okay, so this is actually what I'm looking at right now. I'm not going to buy anything until above here. So above here is definitely my buy. I don't want to take any risk. I don't want to lose now because I've not taken any trade for some time. So I don't want to just start and lose immediately. I mean, it doesn't make sense. It's not a good thing for me, right? So let's see. All right. So this is our sell, just some sort of short-term sell, if you know what I mean. And of course, we're going to target for this sell. We're going to target, of course, the break of this low. We're just going to target about 30 pips for Euro USD, just 30 pips, and that is it. And we're going to call it today, okay? Because today is Monday. You never can tell what's going to happen for the week, and whatever thing that's going to happen for the week starts with Monday. Am I right? So we better be careful, right? So the break of this is going to actually cause price to go as high as the break of 26.92 is going to cause price to at least see 30.93, right? So this is actually what we are looking at. We're going to just put our daily target at this level. This is going to be our daily target for today, and this most likely is going to be our daily target for today. If we're able to catch this in Euro USD, it's going to be pretty awesome. We're going to call it a win and get the hell out. All right, guys. So this is it for Euro USD. Break above here, we cash it. Break below here, we cash it. And that's it. Okay. So what's NAS doing? Okay. I think NAS is this week fail is what I'm looking for. I'm looking to cash it. Okay. Though I'm already in buy position here with my stop loss below here. It's pretty much more like swinging, but I don't have any reservation, or I don't care what's going to happen next, since it's some sort of a swing trade. Let's see if price is going to break the low. It's okay, I'm going to lose it, but if it doesn't break it and this actually happens, then it makes sense that I get the entire profit, right? So let's see. We have about few minutes, not few minutes, 27 minutes for NYC, because that's when we normally have serious volume on NAS, right? So in as much as we're not going to trade the usual way, we're not going to be trading like market open, NYC open, and then we jump right in to start exploring. We're not going to use that method anymore. We're just going to wait for any of the setups. Most likely at NYC open, after the first 30 minutes, we may get pairs like this, right? Pairs like this or pair like this, right? Then we can ride and take our profit and get the hell out, right? Instead of becoming the liquidity, we take advantage. Okay. So let's see, guys. Let's see. What I'm gonna do perhaps is to set alarm here, so that even if we are on the other position, NAS, we're just gonna the alarm is just gonna hit us back for us to know that price is actually doing some nice stuff, right? So I don't think I need this. Do I need this? I don't need this. Makes sense. So buy above here, which is from 1 hour. What we have here, buy above here, and I think for the sake of this streaming, makes sense if we actually sell below here. That's if we have the opportunity to sell below here. Why do I say this? Because we have this formation here. This guy is forming this. We have forces, right? We have some forces, but to make this very pretty much attractive, what we're going to do is actually wait for the break of this low. I would have told you that this is actually what is it called? Weak field playing out right here. But then the weak is this is very small for us to risk. It doesn't make sense one for us to risk our money here. Within this week, this within this week. Why? Because we don't have any upper week here. So I say, if this is going to go down, perhaps it could break the low and then jump back up to gather liquidity around here. So some people are going to become the liquidity if they take this trade. So I better advise everyone to wait by the way. So I'm going to remove this. It doesn't make sense for me. It doesn't make sense. It's not fulfilling for me. If he wants to drive, let it drive. I don't care because I have some sort of level here to cash. So sell is not making sense here. I would rather wait for buys, and make some money with the direction of market. So let's see what's going to happen, guys. There's nothing I have on mind now. Let's see how it plays out. You can see our stuff is playing out. Our forces is playing out already. It's playing out already. So, but then as long as there is no upper wick here, I don't think it makes sense to take a sell. That's number one. And number two, as long as this week is here in weekly time frame, I would rather be patient and be part of this week than to lose my money unnecessarily. So I think I've overstressed that. So let's see what price is actually gonna do. I may be right, I may be wrong. If I'm right, good. If I'm wrong, it's okay. It's nice. It's all good. Okay. Do not forget, if your strategy is telling you something else and I'm saying something else, better follow your strategy, okay? Because I may be wrong and you may be right. So if you follow me, perhaps you may lose the money, right? So it makes sense if we just follow our strategies. The only making sense sell we can actually have here is a sell below 12337, right? Whereby we have a clean traffic right here. I mean, that's the safest sell to take. This whole noise here, I know if price wants to deal with this noise, it's just going to close it at once. It's just going to blindly close this noise at once. But then I'm not comfortable taking this kind of trace anymore. I need some more confirmations, right? I know ideally I had my levels here, and looking at this, I'm going to call this a fake out. Normally, ordinarily, I would have jumped in now, but maybe with set stop right here for price to continue going down. But then I would rather wait and get some more confirmation based on uh these guys here. These two slide. Do I say four setups here? It's actually two, but when you look deeper, up down, kind of see it's actually four setups, right? So let's see if we're going to take any trades today or not. Hello, Simon. It's good to have you back. It's good to have you back. Welcome, 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 Simon. Welcome, welcome. Very big welcome to you. So guys, like I said, I don't. So guys, like I said, please, I don't. I'm not in a hurry today, and moving forward, I'm not in a hurry. Okay. So if NYC opens and the price wants to move from heaven to earth, it's okay. If you want to take the trade, it's okay. Myself, I'm just gonna wait for the closure of the next 15 minutes. If the next 15 minutes closes, something like this or something, something similar, you guys are just gonna be there. Like for instance, if NYC opens, right, for this is actually for NAS, right? So if NYC opens and I have some sort of very large, long candle crossing, passing across here, you know, no matter how long that candle is, no matter what the candle is doing, I'm not going to take any trade. I'm just going to wait for that candle to close. If, for instance, if it's driving up, if it closes, with some sort of wick, then I'm going to take advantage of the wick to the fullest. I'm going to take advantage of the week 100%, right? So it makes sense for me to take high probability trade these days than to take something that is not actually well brought up or whatever. Okay. What I think is actually happening here is, uh, you know, these 4 hours, you can see clearly, guys. I don't want you guys to fall for this trap. This is trap. Believe me, this is trap. Okay. Why? This guy couldn't close above here. Couldn't close above here. Couldn't close into this area, right? This pushed in, but then closed below, right? This couldn't even go up, right? Again, we have multiple candles trending low, and then this young man came up and then gave this guy a chance to break above, right? I don't think this is actually a fake out. I don't think, in my own understanding, I do not think that this is a fake out, right? This is actually trying to form some sort of steeper wick, right? So if it forms steeper wick in alignment with our bias today, then I think it makes sense that we, take advantage of this wick fill. This is a very small wick fill. It's pretty much small, but then we can believe that price we actually move from this level from 24.55 to 26.45. I mean, if we can do that, if we can get this, that's fine. I mean, I'm just giving you guys instance, right, of whatever thing I've said. Even though I want to take a buy from above here, I'm just giving you guys an instance, just in case you are so much eager to take a trade today, you are eager to fulfill some obligations today. The best trade to take, instead of going in on sell, I would suggest you wait. If price flips, if this candle flips, you can take a buy from here. From let's be pretty clear. Sorry, you can take a buy from 24.90, right? Can take it back from 24.90, right? And then see what price does. The moment price touches perhaps 26.92, then you can move your stop loss to break even, and then close some partials. That would be the best thing to do, just in case you are very eager. For me, I'm not too eager. You can see price is driving down, like I said. It may drive down, it may not drive down. I don't know what it's doing. But then if you look at this setup, again, this is what is playing out. But then I don't want to be part of this because it's actually going against the trend. If you look at what I said here, it must be in a trending market, right? If you want to see this, you need to see it at a very strong or strong resistance or support level, and then you need to see it as well at a breakout of ranges or consolidations formed after corrective waves, right? So, is this actually a corrective wave? We need to ask a question. Perhaps it is, but then what do we have here? This is not a serious level, right? So this is actually coming to correct, right? So if we see this setup here, somewhere here forming to go up, definitely I'm going to grab it. But this is forming to go down. Perhaps it may keep going down, but then I have a belief that this is going to turn around and keep going up. So that's what I believe in now. Everyone have their ways of analyzing markets, right? Everyone, there are different ways to analyze markets, right? If we use trend line, look at what is going on here, right? So it makes sense if I just don't risk my money, right? Until perhaps if I want to sell, it should be below here. Just look at it. It makes sense, right? So that's it. It's pretty simple, guys. Very basic. Believe this is a fake stuff, faking it. The price, the previous 4 hours have been broken. It's pretty much nice to see all this happening, but it's not going to drive me into taking a trade here because look at this, man, guys. Look at this. Look at this. There's no support here. I mean, nothing. Let's see. I mean, sorry, there's no resistance here, right? Could it be that this is actually driving this? Could it be that this is actually some sort of head and shoulder? I don't know. If it is head and shoulder, then confirmation is going to be below here. I'm going to take a trade below here. Then it makes sense if we reserve our money, man. No need of making this money and losing it, right? Pushing, pushing. Let's see what's going to happen. Hello, Kiki. It's good to have you around. Happy Monday. Back to you and every other person. Thanks for joining, everyone. So, guys, we have about 4 minutes for volume to come into the market. About 3 minutes for volume to come into the market, then we can understand what price is actually doing based on the understanding that we have. Then we can act accordingly. You see, guys, Euro USD just flipped, right? So who says I'm lying about all these things, guys? I'm not making them up, right? I'm not making them up. It just flipped. And anyone that wants to take a position now, it makes sense if the person takes a position, right? But then for me, I prefer to have double confirmation. For me, not good enough for me. Do not forget, the target is to do what? To completely fill this week, right? So if you can get this week filled, oh, sorry, my voice is down. So if you can get this week filled, then I mean it makes sense, right? I mean we expect a little more, a little bit of more movement, But then I don't know whether this is going to happen today. But the week fill may happen today. But then a little bit of more movement, I don't know whether it's going to happen today or not. So let's see. Let's just see. Uh, you know, let's see what's happening. 4 hours already flipped. That's pretty awesome, guys. So you remember what I said? All these guys were not able to break to close into this place, into this area, into this zone, but this guy did. So it makes sense if we assume that this guy is just moving down for a flip. And indeed, it flipped, right? So what we expect now is a weak fill. It's going to fill this week completely, and perhaps it may continue to fill the week until weekly is done. I mean, completely filled. So we're expecting similar behavior here. I don't know what is going to happen today, but we're expecting some sort of similar behavior on NAS. Okay, I'm not in any way saying or insinuating that NAS and Euro USD are aligned, they are moving together. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, giving you guys a simple interpretation of what I've read in the chart, right? So let's see whether this is actually going to play out the way we want it or not. If I were to take this trade, okay, I think we have about 48 seconds before volume comes in. If I were to take this trade, I would have taken this trade from 30 minutes, right? And I'll be up for 40 pips. Yeah, it's okay to have 40 pips, but then I cannot be lucky like this every day, right? It's called a lucky trade. I can't be lucky this way every single day. So it makes sense if I do the right thing so that I have good chances of winning every single day. So in a couple of seconds, we're going to have NYSE open, bringing volume into the market. So we can have good judgment. Okay, NYSE just opened. So was it going to be, are we going to have some fake outs? Or is price going to continue to move? Let's see. For those of us that just joined, what's happening here? What's actually happening here is we are trying to maintain this. We are trying to maintain this. This is what we're going to be trading on this platform moving forward. And of course, I'm going to add more, by the way. I'm going to add more. If I see a pattern happening over and over again, I'm going to add them and, name them accordingly, according to how I feel they have, behaved. Okay. So let's see, guys. So those are the two things we are looking out for. Either we are taking a trade on weak fill or we're taking a trade on forces. Those two are the things we need to be doing here every single day. Okay. So we don't want to take any trade that's going to just fake us out and then take our money and we become the liquidity. Now this is what's happening here, guys. I just want you guys to have visibility of what price may do. Of course, I may be wrong. Don't get me wrong, guys. I may be wrong, okay? But then look at this level. So a breakout and a retest, perhaps price may continue going up. We don't know. Perhaps price may continue going down. I don't know. Okay. So I don't want to be part of something I cannot finish. You know what I mean? So the close of these 30 minutes, unfortunately, normally by this time we should be inside in a trade already, right? But then last week, of course, 2 weeks before now, we have massive losses, during NYSE Open. So it became clear that some people, some market makers actually detected our metrics or whatever we're using to make some money and decided to start creating uncertainties like this, right? Whereby price is going to form something we like, and suddenly it breaks above, or and again jumps down again and breaks the low. It doesn't make sense, right? So I have to take out some time to look at something that's going to work for us. Something that we're going to use to make money. And still be part of this, you know, revolution, right? This forex revolution or whatever it's called. Okay. So this is actually the plan. This is it. It's all here, right? So if you're not in my group, if you're not in my Telegram group, please kindly join so that you can have access to this, this file here. And for your own, I mean, for your own use, nobody's going to take any money from you, okay? So let's see what's happening here. Perhaps, price may go up, it could go down, you don't know. Let's assume we get something like this, some price action like this. Maybe perhaps this is a buy, right? This is a buy, and then we get a wick and a wick. Of course, automatically, the next candle that we form may form a wick, and after this, then it begins to, form some sort of continuation. This is actually what we're waiting for. Guys, apologies, my drawing is so terrible. I feel like sacking myself for drawing this way, but I don't have any option, man. It's my drawing and my drawing. I'm going to, start using drawing tool very soon. Just very, very soon. I'm still making research on the best one to use. So let's see. Do not be in a hurry. Today is Monday after all, so there is not any crazy volume today in the market. Even though for some pairs, Mondays are usually very volatile or whatever. You can see whatever nonsense or whatever jargon I've said, this trend line just confirmed the low. You see? So with this trend line joining here, and joining here, you're going to see obviously we may have some sort of consolidation around here, some consolidation, before price pushes up. That's what I feel. Sincerely speaking, this is what I feel. I don't know whether it's going to happen or not, but this is what I've seen over and over happen. Okay, today may be different. Don't get me wrong. Okay, price may continue going down, and price may go until it gets to 100,000. You never can know. Again, I'm gonna warn everyone, if you feel what I'm saying here is not aligned with your strategy, please make sure you follow your strategy. Okay. This is awesome, guys. Did you see this moving, pushing down against our bias? But it's fine. You don't need to worry about it. You don't need to do nothing. Just relax. If price comes back to us, fine. If it doesn't come back to us, it's a bye-bye. So what is our take home from this trade today? We didn't take it, but we have a takeaway, right? In as much as we want to see price actually, at a very important level, there's something I missed, right? Looking at this price, I think I missed to mark this level, right? If I had marked this level right here, but then I couldn't consider this as an important level, guys. I cannot consider this as an important level, right? I was looking at price touching around here. If price touched somewhere around 124.99 before moving down, then if and I see this setup and I see these forces here, right? Then I'm going to take the trade from here down. Okay? Because right now we have, if I were to take this trade according to my playbook, you can see, according to my playbook, if I were to take this trade at the break of this high, this low, which is actually here, right? The break of this low right here, right? So if I should take this trade here, it's gonna be around 80 pips already, right? That's 90 pips, guys. See? Okay, let's say 85 pips. But then it doesn't make sense. It makes sense if we wait for a very important level, okay? So if you feel bad, don't feel bad. Do not for any reason feel bad, guys. If we miss it here, okay, we're not gonna miss it here, right? If we have a break here, or maybe we have some sort of what is it called? Wick fill, right? If 30 minutes closes and we have a candle like this, then we can take complete advantage. You can move in like with full risk. Do not forget, this is what I call full risk. Full risk is between 1 to 3%, depending on what you have decided for yourself. Okay, so this is what you can actually call full risk. Anything bigger than 3%, I don't think you are helping yourself. You are actually nailing yourself and exposing yourself to scavengers, right? So let's see. This is actually a nice move, guys. Okay, this is actually a very fantastic move. Okay, if you are in my Telegram group, you will notice that this is perfect and it aligns with whatever thing I've shared with you. See, every single thing that happened there, it has repeated again. So it is awesome. Learn this strategy is going to help you a lot. It's going to help you too much. This just played out completely. So if we took a trade here, this is complete 100 pips. But then I'm not worried because there are a lot of opportunities, man. Let's wait for 30 minutes closure. If we get weak, then we hope for weak fail. That is all we can hope for now. So if we can get this guy, we have about 20 minutes for 30 minutes to close. It is actually possible for price to go as high as this level, right? If it goes as high as this level, what's happening, guys? It means that we can take advantage of this from here. So here, I mean, that's enough for one day. But if this happens, it means that we took this trade and it is a high probability trade and it is going to happen. There is very high probability that is going to happen every time. And if it happens, we're going to win, right? So if we happen to lose this, if we lose out of onion play or whatever forces, I think I'm going to remove this onion play and call this forces. It just makes sense if I call it forces, right? So if I lose out of this, definitely immediately after this is broken, we cannot lose out of this. So either way, if we lose out of this, we benefit from this. So There's nothing absolutely to worry about. Nothing. Everything will be fine. So let's assume that we are in this trade. What do you think is going to happen, guys? So we are in this trade and we are waiting for TP to hit, and then there's a high level of uncertainty. Why? Because within me, I know that I took this market in a wrong direction. I say wrong direction because weekly time frame already has a very important week to fill before price continues going anywhere. Even if price is going to go down, I expect it to at least fill 70% of this. That's why I have my take profit here. 70% of this week is here. So I'm just going to take 70% and that's it. So for those that have been following me for a long time, sorry that this is actually a new strategy that perhaps you don't know about before. At least 50% of this is a combination of, my old learnings with my new learnings, right? So I took few days off, not because I'm sick or because I have some very urgent or family matter, but then I actually wanted to look into the charts to see where I have been missing it because you know based on my trading journey, if I make mistakes, if I repeat mistakes a lot of times, I normally pause to look back and see where I can fix my mistakes, right? And the only way I can fix my mistakes is waiting. See, this is liquidity. This is liquidity grab happening here, guys. What happened here is liquidity grab. Even though we may have benefited from this, look out, watch out, guys. It says what? Be disciplined enough to use previous highs, 1 hour highs or lows as your stop loss while setting your TP target as the nearest support or resistance, right? So if I were to take this trade here, hello Palavi, it's good to have you around, my dear. If I were to take this trade somewhere here, right? So perhaps my partial closure will be here, and then take profit is gonna be here because why? According to my strategy, says what? Be disciplined enough to use previous 1 hour highs or lows as your stop loss. This one is definitely sure, and then while setting your TP target as the nearest support or resistance. So nearest here is this. Nearest is this. And subsequently this. So partials and complete. Done, class. Don't get me wrong, price may still drop and move so down, but then it makes sense. If I get a 30 minutes closure at this level, I'll be more than happy, guys. Okay, Miss Wild, it's good to have you back. It's good to have you back. Thanks for joining. It's good to have you. It's good to know that you are still interested in what we do. Thank you very much, Miss Wild. I really appreciate those words are too kind. Thank you. We, we actually have another very fantastic for those of us that actually want to take this, this week fill is actually allowed, but then you have to be very careful, guys. I don't advise taking week fill in 15 minutes. You can see, I didn't recommend 15 minutes here for week fill. It's too dangerous for 15 minutes. But then it happens, by the way. Do not get me wrong. It happens. Week fill do happen in 15 minutes. And there's something I didn't mention here. If you are trading week fill, make sure that you will target 70% of that week, right? Because you must not always get this. You cannot always get it perfectly like this. Sometimes price comes to as high as 70% and reverses. Okay, so it's actually pretty much nice. If you took it, congrats. But I don't think I'm gonna take it. For me, it doesn't make sense to take it. So I would rather stay away. Let's see what's actually gonna happen here. So let's take some measurement. I don't need to use any ruler or whatever. Just gonna use Fibonacci to measure. Sorry, the other way around, guys. The other way around to measure out from the top low of the week until they start the end close. So you can see that 70% is somewhere around here. So if you took sell, make sure your stop your take profit is somewhere around 12353, right? 12353 should be your take profit. Otherwise you may lose the trade. It's too dangerous to take it in 15 minutes. Very, very dangerous, guys, to take it in 15 minutes. Very, very dangerous. So you have to be super careful. Super, super careful, guys. So now that we have volume, you're just looking for trades. If we look for trade until the next, perhaps, until 18:30, if we don't see any trade, then I'm going to end the stream. These days I'm not never going to force any trade. Never, 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 ever. If it's not working out, it's not working out. We call it a day instead of forcing it and losing it, right? Save up my money for something else. So, like I was saying on mute, for those of us who are gonna be around for 4 hours to close. So, if you're around for 4 hours to close, and it closes bearish, you're gonna be so glad that you stick around. Why? Because if it's gonna close bearish, it's gonna close like like this, and if it closes like this, simply means one thing, that you have opportunity to scoop a lot of pips, right? Moving down at least to this moving down to at least the 70th percentile, right? Of the week. So that's gonna be so lovely to see. Perhaps it's never gonna be possible for me, because once I stop here, I get out of streaming, I'm going to sleep that straight forward. Or perhaps for today, I'm gonna sleep straight forward. We have 10 minutes until next 1 hour forms. Let's see how interesting it's gonna be. So guys, if you took this weak fill for 15 minutes, congrats to you because your TP is hit already, right? So if you take the 70th percentile is actually hit already and hit and exceeded, right? So very big congrats to you. So you can see the weak fill worked in 15 minutes. One, we got two setups today. Even if you didn't take a trade today, know that in coming days we're going to be super loaded with trades, right? Because of what? Because in 30 minutes we saw forces form here, right? Not we, I saw forces because before I started the live stream, this already played out. I mean, past our streaming time, right? So I saw this form, but I didn't take any trade because my bias is bullish. I don't want to go against my bias for any reason, right? So this all drops, and then this is up to over 100 pips, right? And then after the forces has fallen, again we have 15 minutes just in the stream before our own eyes. We saw this move down just like we have predicted, right? And it touched our 70th percentile and turned back. Yes, perhaps price may continue moving down, but for the fact that it touched the 70th percentile and turned back means whatever thing I've told you is not fake. It works. Just before you, everything just worked out, played out just the way I said it's going to play out. So all we need to do is to take it easy. We're not in a hurry to, to be super rich because, if we keep pushing too hard, we're going to keep losing too hard, right? We need to take it very easy. Take it one at a time. That's all my comeback advice today. I'm still gonna hang on to see how 30 minutes is gonna close and what happens subsequently. So did anyone take the 15 minutes trade? Did anyone take the 15 minutes trade? Did anyone take weak fill on 15 minutes? Let me know, please. I'm super interested to know if anyone took it or not. Euro USD already finished, wasting time. It's reversed already. So with this reversed, if we can secure a, bullish closure here, price most likely will keep going up because why? Weekly time frame, weak fill is happening, right? This week completely until it fills. My bias is not going to change about Euro USD. My bias on Euro USD remains buys and buys until this week is completely filled because this is weekly, right? So I'm not going to do 70th percentile here. Already we have already achieved our 70th percentile. By the way, let's see. Let's see about our excuse me, about our 70th percentile. Oh, sorry. I think I'm doing it wrongly. Sorry, guys. From top to bottom. See? Okay, we are just very close to our 70th percentile. So I think it makes sense to, assume that price will keep going up because it has dwelled here for a long time, and today is the first day of the week. So it's a good thing for us. Very fantastic thing for us. All right. We still have 3 hours to go here. I'm suggesting that price definitely is going to hit here. I'm sure. Not sure anyway. I'm certain. Oh, not certain because if I say certain, it means I'm to some degree. I'm sure. Excuse me. Okay, another hour is formed. What is it gonna be, guys? What is it gonna be? If this guy keeps going down without giving me something nice, it will be so sad, you know. Today, I don't know. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Because this is not worth anything. Because can you see this? Can you see this? See? So it doesn't make sense to hope on any weak fill here for 1 hour. Yeah, it's possible for 1 hour to just come and push down to even my TP level, but then I don't think it makes sense after having this long, very long candle, right? I was expecting 1 hour to actually end like this, you know, to end somewhere around, somewhere around here or even this line, right? But then it didn't. It ended somewhere below. Yeah, looking at this, you're going to see that price actually is going to continue moving down. That is, but then not for me. Today, I'm only going to take a sell if I secure 1 hour closure below this level, I mean inside this level, right? Then I'm going to look for a very nice entry from this level. If I don't, I'm not going to take any position. So this is already turning back because it closed, all these candles were not able to close here, but this closed here, right? Closed below here. All the candles are closing all above 112,370. But then this closed at 12,363, which is it conquered the the whatever support we have here is trying to conquer the support, but then I wouldn't advise it. Excuse me. I wouldn't advise anyone to risk his or her hard earned money to actually attempt this to sell here. If you want to sell, wait for closure below this level. That's the best leverage you have against the market. If you don't see it, leave it until tomorrow, guys. Okay? I'm trying to be more disciplined. Yes, I'm disciplined. Yes, I know, but then I'm not like disciplined the way I like. So you're gonna thank me one day for being this disciplined these days. That's awesome move right there, guys. That's pretty much nice move right there. But then this is not something I'm looking out for, guys. This is not something I'm looking out for. So so now, having seen that price has broken below this level, right? It has come up to this level. So it makes sense if I now begin to stand in between the gap of buys and sells, right? Whereby I'm expecting some sort of closure of candle around, below around this level per se, and then the break of itself is something I'm going to trade. If this price drives until this TP, then man, I'm done. I will just close and go home, man. Just gonna close and go sleep, man, because I don't want to risk nothing. And that the same thing goes to everyone. Do not risk anything on a trade you're not sure of. Okay? Do not risk nothing on a trade you're not very sure of. If you're sure of it, okay. If you're not sure of it, please risk nothing. It's never gonna help you. This is just 28 pips, right? 28 pips. Because of 28 pips, we risk 18 pips. Yeah, it makes sense, but then do not forget, what did I say here? Set stop loss above previous 1 hour candle high or low. So we set, guys, this is insane. So because of this, we set our stop loss above here. That's insane, guys, right? So simply put, we have a lot of movements here, but all the trades, none of them met our requirements. Now, like I told you guys at the beginning, I didn't take this trade here because I don't have any wick. If I had gotten a wick here, definitely this trade is a win-win for me, right? And again, second reason why I didn't take it is because I'm buy biased. So how can I be buy biased and then suddenly I see a setup and I'm jumping in? I have to look and dive deep before I jump in, right? So because of these two reasons, Kalas, I didn't take the trade. So secondly, second trade that we should have taken but we didn't take is this. This is a candle that closed, bearish. So it makes sense for us to assume that price is actually gonna, just give us small bit of a tip and push down, right, to at least 70th percentile of this week. But then we didn't take the trade just because of one reason, which is this is 15 minutes. And in my time frame and my research, the best time frames to take this week fail is what? 30 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours, and daily. Okay, 15 minutes is barely suitable, like barely, because if you take the trade of 15 minutes, is actually too risky for particularly for me. So because of these two reasons, I didn't take these two opportunities, right? But you can remember I talked about the opportunities before they all happened, right? So that's is it for now. Let's wait until 6:30. Let's see the next 30 minutes candle form and see if we're going to make anything substantial out of it. If we cannot make anything substantial, then we call it a day and come back tomorrow. Any day we don't trade increases our chances of winning in the next trade, right? So let's see. Guys, I could recommend something. Okay, I could recommend something very, very super vital, important, right? Now, Euro USD, it's looking as if it's actually gonna, push until we get to, 2800, right? So for me, it's a good opportunity, right, to take at least 10 pips, right? 10 pips, guys. Do not neglect the importance of 10 pips in your life, right? I'm sorry for using that statement in your trading journey. Okay, the importance of 10 pips in your trading journey. Okay, it's very vital to build you up. It's very vital to build you up. Okay, man, that guy just hit my ears. Luke Ramona, thanks for subscribing. I don't know how to remove that noise. If I see how to remove that noise, definitely I'm gonna remove that noise. Man, I got scared. Apologies, guys. Thanks for subscribing, Mr. Luke Ramona. Okay, so I wanted to recommend something here, but then I don't see any. Yeah, I can see something forming in 30 minutes. I can see some formations happening here in 30 minutes. I can see this. Maybe not exactly like this, but I can see forces. Okay, I can see for some forces in Euro USD. Do not forget, I say something about these forces. You may not see it coming, but it's there, right? What did I say? In a trending market, strong resistance or support level, right? And the breakout of range or consolidation found after a corrective wave. So it normally happens after a breakout, then it begins to confuse you as if price is actually going to go back, right? After a breakout, you're going to get confused by this, all these, forces forming here. You're going to think that price is actually going to drive backwards, perhaps to into maybe a fake out or something. Suddenly you're going to see one very long candle just like this, right? So that force, that is the reason I called it forces, right? So it makes sense to take advantage of this. This is broken out of this range. It has broken out of here, right? So what if our forces is about to form? If it forms, it means our entry ideally, traditionally, supposed to be here. But I'm going to recommend, guys, if you want to buy, for me, but technically I'm going to buy from above here. Okay, okay. So if you want to buy, if you cannot wait for price to get to this level, I suggest you just do something, help yourself out, take some small pips, very fast one. 16 pips is not bad, right? Take some pip from this level. I just wish price can be, so reactive for us to just take this trade together. Price is not so reactive the way I like. Do not get me wrong. This could actually trigger price to move down because I've seen this setup, this exact setup before. Okay, one of my friends on this streaming called this triple top, right? But then I don't use those terminologies. I don't use those setups anymore because they have actually saturated the market. They are oversaturated already. I don't use those setups anymore. Okay, I've seen these setups before. Like you can open your eyes and close it, and price is somewhere around 180.05. So you have to be careful. Don't open any buy position here. Make sure you're opening buy positions from at least the 25.81, at least, and securing your profits. 16 pips later or something. I mean, it means a lot. And make sure what you're risking is 1 to 3% of your account size maximum, guys. Makes sense if we bear this in mind. NAS is really trending nice, and I don't think NAS is actually going to give us opportunity to get into the position level. But then, for those of us who are going to be in market, nice, my guys, are you seeing this move? Price is pushing very hard, man. It's pushing very hard, but I don't know if it's going to, break this low. If we break this low, I don't know what's going to be the next. So it makes sense if we relax and see whether price is going to actually close inside this range. If it closes inside this range, it makes sense for us to take a very nice advantage, right? So for those of us who are watching, I'm going to encourage you. If you want to wait for 4 hours to close, be very patient, guys. Wait for 4 hours to close and close with a wick. Okay, let me show you something I'm looking out for in 4 hours. That is, if it happens, then take a good advantage of it, just in case. I don't think it's going to happen while we're online because 4 hours is not going to close now, right? 4 hours. Let me see that. Okay, that candle. I'm expecting something like this, right? Let's see. Yes, I'm expecting price to draw back, some sort of drawback, for something like this to happen, to get a candle like this. Okay, I'm looking for a candle like this. If we can get a candle like this, right, this 4 hours, this particular 4 hours, then We can hope for, for price to actually break some sort of flip and keep going down, because obviously the low I was looking out for, it has broken, and price will continue moving down. Price is going to move down for some time, so I've changed my bias already. Don't forget, I gave you guys conditions of changing my bias, which is this low must be broken, and it's broken already. So I don't have any business buying now. I have now business to sell. Okay, so look out for formation, a candle that closes like, if 4 hours closes like this, that is your entry. Take advantage of weak fill and make some money. Okay, that is all I'm going to advise you, because I don't think we're going to get any secure any opportunity to open any position in NAS anymore. And the only thing, guys, the only thing that confused me today, not confused me, that made me not to trade, is no wick reject, no wick here, and then I was hoping for price to fill up this week, but obviously price actually wants to test this level first. Price wants to test this level first before it continues going up, right? But this week fill is a must, right? It's a must. Let's see, just a little bit of time. If we're not getting anything substantial, we go. We call it today. Euro USD is as well not doing anything, like technically doing nothing. See, price, if price closes below here, it's gonna be a fish market. It's gonna be like some sort of force driving price down. You're gonna see this technically, you're gonna see price doing like this, moving down. If it crosses this level, that's about 30 pips, guys. A lot of money. 12 minutes to see what price is doing. We're gonna still stay here, or we're gonna just close our stream and go home. Let's assume I actually uh took a trade at NYSE open, right? That is let's, yeah, 30 minutes here. That was right here, right? You remember price actually dropped, moved up, behaved as though it was gonna call this a fake out. That by it was pushing high, and suddenly it came down again, pushed high. So imagine we continued with our previous strategy. What's gonna happen? First of all, when price was going down, we're gonna get in and put our stop loss above the current candle itself. It's going to hit our stop loss the first time, and then when it was behaving as though it was going to push up, we're going to get into the second position as usual, and then we're going to be stopped out again here, maybe perhaps somewhere here, and then hop into the third position. If we hopped into the third position, definitely someone like me, I'm not going to use my full lot, my full risk, right? So yeah, I mean, perhaps I'm going to call it a day here, somewhere here around 54 pips, because I know myself, I know my strategy. So it technically makes sense to call it a day at 54 pips. So it is not worth those two losses around here to just target 54 pips and then lose, up 20, perhaps 30 pips, 30 pips. I mean, it's insane. So this strategy I've introduced now, you guys watch out and see what's going to be our story in the next coming a couple of weeks. It's going to be so awesome. Guys, so I'm just going to tell you guys what may play out. I don't think I'm in the spirit to wait until actually this 10 minutes. This 10 minutes is like 10 years to me. Okay, so what's going to happen here is, if price closes at least below here, please be very sensitive here. If it closes below this level, below 123.34, closes below at least somewhere here at least, okay? So it means, you know, I mean 30 minutes, okay? It means you have an opportunity, right? So look out for this. Look for just a little bit of pop. Don't wait for this all these things to happen, okay? Do not wait for all these moves to happen. Look for a little bit of pop, just like you have here. Look at this 15 minutes. Do you see? A little bit of pop and then price continues. So that's actually what you are going to look out for. Little bit of pop like this, and then for price to continue moving down. Okay, get that pop, and then where's my 30 minutes? Once we get that pop, a little bit of pop, and then you can get into open a position. Maybe let's assume tapping say open a position. Put your stop loss at 55 pips. I'm gonna just drop the levels here so that everyone is aligned. Put your stop loss at 123.84, and then you take profit at let's see 122.63. Okay, so that's actually going to be your the levels you're waiting for. So if you don't have these numbers already, please you need to rewind the streaming to get it. Okay, rewind the streaming to get them because they are very vital numbers to, I would say, not life threatening but vital. Okay, so this is the plan, right? I know perhaps this is actually not up to our expectations today. Excuse me. 55 pips for 74 pips. Okay, no, for 70 pips, guys, it's not bad. Okay, yeah, I know it's about 1.28, but then it's a well thought out trade. It is a well thought out trade. That is applicable if you cannot wait for 4 hours. The best time to take position is wait for the close of these 4 hours to see how it closes. You may be able to see something very nice to take. Okay, we have 7 minutes. Maybe I should just be very patient. I should activate my patience virtue. See if I could wait for the next 7 minutes, 6 minutes now. If I can wait, if we see a trade, I'm going to call it trade, and then we'll call it today. So while we're waiting for these 6 minutes, let me quickly talk about this. So for those of us who wants to have a copy of this journal, go ahead and make a copy. Click on file, make a copy, then call it anything you want to call it your journal or whatever. Then you can have access to a date. If you make a copy, you're going to have access to a date. Okay, and how this works, you may go ahead, once you make a copy, go ahead and hide this. Go ahead and hide, because you don't need this. I just added this for myself. Okay, all you need is dates. So I'm going to hide that already. All you need is just put down the date. Perhaps today is 25th of August. I mean, yeah, July. Sorry, guys, I'm too fast. 25th of July. Okay, so put your date down. Okay, if you want to get date in this format, what you need to press is what? Control colon. You press Control plus colon. This is semicolon. Sorry, Control plus semicolon. Okay, Control and semicolon or colon, whatever, you get this. Anytime you press it, you get the date, today's date. If tomorrow is 26th, if you press Control plus semicolon, you get tomorrow's date immediately inside. Okay, that's the best thing to do. So, and then what pair? Of course, for me, I trade NAS and EURUSD. Okay, so I'm going to select, perhaps I'm just giving an example, guys. Let's assume I took a trade today, NAS100. What is the position type? Am I long or short? Perhaps long. And the setup, what is the type of setup we actually traded today? Let's assume it's forces. Okay, and what is the play type? Forces, we have bullish force and bearish force. So it's going to be bullish because we're going long, right? So on what time frame did we take it? But we can say maybe on 30 minutes time frame. Okay. So what risk did I use? Full risk is gonna be a full risk. So normally I close partials at 30 pips. So I'm gonna write 30 pips. That is for NAS. For Euro USD is 10 pips. And then full positions, maybe I will say I closed at 100 pips. Okay. So you can see now it's a win. So the as per and then in the analysis here, you're gonna see for yourself how many win do we have. Okay, let's just okay. How many wins do we have on NAS? 100% win. Total trade, how many total trades have we taken on NAS for the month of July? You're going to see clearly that we've taken one trade. And how many is win? One, because we have win here, right? And how many is loss? We have 0, BE 0, total number of pips, we have 100. So the same is applicable if you have taken a Euro USD trade, as long as you selected from the list, you're going to have a breakdown of every single trade you've taken on Euro USD, for the month. Okay. So, and then moving to, if you come lower, you're going to see analysis based on time frames and based on what? Based on the setups and the plays. So, looking at this now, you're going to clearly see, guys, what's the time? Okay, I have 3 minutes left. Okay, based on this, you're going to have good visibility on the time frame that is profiting you the most, right? Maybe after 3 months, you look at the analysis. I'm going to add a tab here that summarizes for the entire year, okay, using time frames and the setups. Okay, I'm going to add it later. Okay, so after about 3 months, you're going to look back and see 5 minutes is not profitable for me, so I'm done with 5 minutes. You just do instant analysis, right? 5 minutes is not profitable for me, so I'm going to dump 5 minutes. 10 minutes is not profitable for me, I'm going to dump it. Most profitable pair I have is 30 minutes and 1 hour. Oh my god, these are the two. 4 hours not profitable, daily is not profitable, so dump them and focus on the ones that are profitable for you. Focus more on them. Okay, and then looking at this again, you're going to ask yourself in 30 minutes and 1 hour, which one is more profitable for you? Which of the setups is more profitable for you? Is it weak fill or forces? Decide on the strategy you want to dump. It just, once you begin to document, to journal your tradings, you begin to be more profitable. Okay, let's look at the chart and see what price is doing. Nice, guys, we got something nice here. Let's see. Come on, what the hell is happening? Why do I have this beep? Oh, Euro USD, it's moved, guys. So guys, the entire thing today is sell now. You can see clearly. Definitely price is going to close here, and then there's going to be a continuation downwards. It's all a mess today, man. It's all a mess. Let me not leave. Let me not close this yet. So nice, nice. Price is giving us an opportunity. See, guys, it's giving us some chance to enter, right? So closing here, there's something I never did before, but I'm going to do it today. I never did it before, but I'm going to do it today. Why am I doing it today? Because my mentor does it. Hi, shit, man. This does not make sense. The pop was very fast, guys. Oh, I wanted a pop. If it goes back bullish, then I'm going to set stop here. Otherwise, I'm not going to take anything, guys, because uh, that's part of being disciplined, right? The pop was super fast. If you remember, I talked about the pop. That's the pop right here. Okay, but then the take profit level is, I mean, stop loss level is very high, guys. It's too much. So guys, okay, I think this trade, I'm not sure, guys. Please use quarter, just use quarter risk, please. Make sure you're not using, divide your risk into 4 and use 1, please. Divide your risk into 4 and use 1. Okay, divide your risk into 4 and use 1. Do not use full risk, please, because this trade I'm not too confident. I just wanted to do something on my journals today. Okay, I'm not in yet. I'm not in yet. I'm just gonna drop some. Yes, this is the level. This is where I intend to enter if price comes my way. I'm gonna wait for price to come my way. Okay, I think the stop loss is beginning to make sense now. Let me see. No, I don't hope price is never gonna. I mean, it could come. Let me not say never. It could come. So you cannot be sure. Perhaps 1 hour is setting us up for success, right? So maybe this is just gonna dance around, and then 1 hour is gonna close like this. Then you can take advantage of 1 hour. Though I'm not gonna be here to do that, right? So what you guys need to do, put a set stop at this level and let the price do its job. Okay. So let's go back to my whatever thing I was saying. So if you look at the most profitable pairs you have, look at the setup that is giving you the most profits and the plays in this setup. If you need to focus on sales, only sales, focus on only sales. If you need to focus on only buys, focus on only buys. That is the only thing that is missing in my trading now that I'm trying to implement. You know, stuff like this, some analysis like this that gives me first-hand information on what I'm doing. Okay, so we have filled this and we took this trade in 30 minutes. I mean, presumably, and you can see in 30 minutes, what's 30 minutes? 30 minutes is right here. I have bullish force 100% winner. All right, the win rate is 100%. Oh yeah, this is profitable. I'm going to keep trading bullish force on 30 minutes. Okay, so looking at setups, you can see clearly forces as a setup is giving me 100%. Oh yeah, I'm going to stick with forces. All right, and then looking at the plays, bullish force is going to give me is giving me 100%. Oh, I think there's some mix up here, guys. I'll fix this shortly. Don't worry. I'm gonna fix this. There's a little bit of mix up here. This is giving me 100%. Oh yeah, I'm gonna stick with this, right? I'm gonna stop trading bearish forces, and that's it, okay? And this is 30 minutes. Is giving me 100%. I'm gonna trade only 30 minutes, and that's it. So that is actually how the journal is supposed to work, okay? If you have questions on the journals, please ping me on Telegram. Ask me your questions. I'll be more than happy to answer them, okay? So, guys, are you ready for this move? It's going to be a very quick move, just a very quick one. Very quick one, guys. Let's see. It's going to be a very quick one. So looking at this now, is this trade worth it now? That is my question now. Is this trade worth it, or less we take the target down? But then looking at the left hand side, taking the target down to this area is risky because of smart money zone, right? Because of this demand there. Yeah, is it demand supply do okay, yeah, because of this demand area. Okay, so it's too risky, but then we can actually manage that and assume that and manage our risk effectively. So let's see. Ask me your questions please on the playbook if you have any, or on the new strategy. I think it makes sense if we actually talk about it. Okay, let's see. Is this gonna fill up? Is our trade gonna get filled or not? This is actually something I was supposed to do here, but for some reasons I didn't do it. Why? Because of this. I have this. I can't just do it here because I'm not sure if the price is going to break below. But then having seen that 30 minutes closed below here, it makes sense to assume as well that price will continue going down at least until it touches here. Look at the left hand side. Looking at the left hand side, you're going to see a clean traffic here. So this is a very high probability trade, but then because it's happening after a very long candle move, that's why I'm advising everyone to use very low risk. Okay. Okay, let me see. Please trigger me and just move once. I just want this to move in 10 seconds and close the trade in profit. Mm, mm. So let me remove all these things because I don't want them to, for some reasons, for some reasons, oh, I think I should have left that until I fixed that issue. I had some issues here. I think what should be here was there. Okay, let's see. R. Okay, okay, bearish is R actually. Yeah, okay, now let's fix this. Oh, my position is triggered, guys. I'm in, I'm in, I'm in, I'm in. Who else is in? Who else is in? Guys, I'm in for real. No place. I'm in. Oh God. Can price move and hit my take profit, please? No, we don't trade like that. We just have confidence on the analysis. Okay. If it doesn't work, it's never gonna work. Just you let the money go. If it works, fantastic, nice. Okay, let me just clear myself here. Clear myself. R and Q. Are you kidding me right now? Oh, sorry guys, this is different. Okay, price is moving up, moving backwards. Sorry, I forgot to give us this level. So this is actually the stop loss. And this is, we close 80% at this level. Not, guys, not 30% now, not 50% now. We close 80% at this level, at this level, please. At 12263, we close 80%, guys, please. Do not make mistake about that. Complete 80% and let 20% run with, of course, our break, our stop loss at break even. Let's see. Oh God, guys, are you seeing this? But then unfortunately, we don't have our setup. I'm never gonna take a trade that is not aligned with my setup. It's as simple as that, guys. Okay? Never, never gonna take a trade that is not aligned with my setup. So this is just closing here. Let's see how. There's nothing to see anyway because I'm gonna end the live stream shortly. Okay, let me go back to what I was doing, guys, because I wanted to troubleshoot this and see what's going on. So right here I have bullish force at 0 at BE. No, I don't want BE. Let me use something bigger. Perhaps 9. 1 and 9, average is 9. Are you kidding me right now? Okay, okay, so it's okay. Win-win. I don't want to win. -9. That's what I meant. Yes, exactly. Okay, so 0% should be bullish. Yeah, I think it's right. Okay, this is right, but this is wrong. Let's remove this and see. Yes, I caught it now. So this should be 019 and I think there's a lot of confusion here, guys. Let me see my backend. Okay, what is going on here? Okay, so this is simply let's see what's happening here. Nothing, stop loss still now hits. Oh, Euro USD is moving, pushing. Well, guys, I'm gonna close this Euro USD because I'm not gonna take any trade on it again. I'm just observing this and then colors. I'm done for the day. Okay. Let's fix our mind on what is happening now. Okay. So this is actually gonna be 019. Sorry, so sorry, guys. So sorry, please. Okay. This is actually gonna be 019. And this is gonna be Q19, right? Is it Q19? Oh, okay, this is actually gonna be R. Am I kidding myself now? Yes, I think I need to sleep. 019 and 020. Yes, I think I got 020. Yeah, I got it now. Just swapping it. Just this is very simple mathematics, by the way. Okay, this is done. Done. It's done already. Fixed. So that's it. That's it. Okay, now we hit stop loss, guys. So we're gonna call it a day. So it's so sad that out of this move that happened today, we chose today to lose a trade, man, to open our stuff. What is it called? To open our journals with a loss. Anyway, I told you guys before we took the trade. Anyway, we are not supposed to take it. We just took it just to satisfy everyone's curiosity, and then I warned everyone not to use complete risk, right? So my mind is clear. Okay, at what time did we take this trade? I'm gonna put in time later. What pair did we trade? NAS position, we took short, setup type. Of course, weak fail, play, bears, and then we took it in. Guys, what time frame? 30 minutes. So 30 minutes right there. Risk, quarter risk. So no, nothing, just direct 55 pips. Gone. Like gone and wasted, right? Let me see this. Undo. Okay, guys, we had our stop at actually 35 pips. Okay, makes sense. So minus 35 pips for real. Zero. Okay, guys. So this is all we have today. Something is wrong with this guy. Forces, did I hide anything? Why am I getting this here? Perhaps there's something wrong. So it's okay, guys. So, guys, I'm gonna call it today. Okay. We tried today. We saw two very important opportunities as a recap. We saw two very important opportunities and we lost out of the opportunities because of some criteria that were not met. So we waited until we got this as an opportunity, but then unfortunately it didn't you know, play out the way we wanted it to play out. But be rest assured that this is actually in line with, I think, 1 hour. So for those of us who are going to stick around, if 1 hour closes like the way it's closing, if it closes this way or closes like 15 minutes did here, that's an opportunity for you to wait for a pop. Once you get a pop, please get in with at least quarter risk. Okay, do not reach more than quarter risk. Okay, guys, for your own sanity. Well, if you feel like you can actually risk up to half, but please do not use full risk. Okay, risk up to half, but not full risk. It makes sense for you, for your sanity. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. If you want a copy of this, please join my Telegram group and get it from there. Okay, it's just there. And just my YouTube name is PPP Drahams. My Telegram group is also the same thing. There's no difference. Okay, it's the same thing. So if you get this setup, exact setup on, not is not supposed to be exact anyway, guys. It's not supposed to be exact. Something similar, something that looks like this. Let's start with something that looks like this. Okay, that's with a pop. Once you get a pop, join from there. Don't get in when the price is still above. Wait for a flip, wait for that pop, and then join the market. Open a position below the pop. Okay, it's gonna help you to make back whatever now small money we've lost now. Okay, just very minute money. Okay, guys. So guys, it's really good. It's really good. Uh, streaming today. Having a lot of guys. Around today. I hope to see everyone tomorrow, the same time, 4:45 p.m. every single day. Well, trade as long as there's no bank on holiday, we're gonna trade. Any day there's bank holiday, guys, notes just ahead of time. I'm not never gonna trade any day there's bank holiday because looking back at the days every day, I discovered that any day there's bank holidays, I lose. So tomorrow there's no bank holidays, so there'll be trading session tomorrow. Let's make back some money, guys. Let's make it big tomorrow. Tomorrow, there's nobody. I'm not. We're not going to be skeptical tomorrow. Tomorrow, once I see this setup, right? I'm just going to set stop below here, okay? And whatever thing happens, of course, set stop with stop loss above here, okay? Whatever happens at that trade is up to me and my strategy, right? This is just, guys, can you see? This is barely 20 pips, barely. And then it gave out all these things. It gave out 167 pips. That's pretty awesome. That's what I call awesome, okay? So again, from tomorrow, I have seen now that as long as I have a setup, this setup form, whether it has a wick or not, I should just take my position and use and align. I think I need to change the condition this 1 hour. I need to use the current candle or perhaps the previous candle, not just 1 hour, because if I should use 1 hour here, perhaps I will use somewhere above here. It's going to be much risky, right? So let's meet tomorrow, guys. We have something cooking. We have something cooking, and I believe it's going to be profitable to everyone. Again, I'm going to mention this for everyone's profitability. If this 1 hour closes in this shape, please wait for a pop and get in. It's going to fill up this week. Okay, this is your money right here. This is your money. 70 pips is your money. Okay, I'm not going to be available for this to happen, but please do let me know how you guys took the trade. If you take the trade, please comment in my WhatsApp, in my Telegram group, and the name of my Telegram group, just in case you've not joined this, PPP Drahams. Okay, that is the name of my Telegram group. Join us over there, and see you guys tomorrow. Thank you very much, and do have a lovely day, everyone.